Did you know that the longer you dwell in the past, the harder it is to escape it? Well, if you click this video, it means that there's a high probable chance that you're having a difficult time moving on from your last relationship. And you probably feel trapped mentally, emotionally, and maybe even physically. You probably have been scrolling through, your phone, replaying old memories, hoping for some sort of miracle that'll take the pain away. But the longer you sit on that misery, the deeper that you sink. And if you don't do something about it, you're gonna wake up, 6 months from now in the exact same spot, feeling the exact same pain, while the person that you're stuck on has already moved on. Now, do you wanna know how to move on? Do you wanna move on? You wanna stop waking up every morning with a pit in your stomach? Then I'm about to tell you exactly what you need to do to break free from this cycle and move on faster than you ever thought possible. No sugarcoating, no nonsense, just the truth that you need to hear. But before we begin, if you want to know 5 ways that a narcissist destroys you emotionally, then make sure you watch this video right here after you finish watching this one. And if you get any value out of this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. But in today's video, we're talking about some things that you need to stop doing and start doing in order to move on faster from a previous relationship. So let me hit you with the cold, hard truth. Most people, they don't move on because they don't actually want to move on. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. Most people do not move on because they don't actually want to move on. Now you might be saying, no, I do want to move on. But do you really? Or are you, secretly holding on to the past because it's familiar, because it's comfortable, because facing the unknown, it's terrifying. You say you want to heal, but you're still stalking their social media. You say you're done, but you're still, keeping the door cracked open just in case they come back. That's not moving on. That's self-freaking sabotage, And if you keep playing that game, you'll be stuck in the same place a year from now while they've already moved on and built a new life without you. Let that sink in. So the first thing you need to do is go no contact, period. I'm talking about no more checking their Instagram stories, no more accidental run-ins, no more texting, just checking in. If you think that keeping them in your life is, in any way is going to help you move on, then you're lying to yourself. Keeping a door open for them is like trying to heal from an infection while stabbing yourself with the same knife that wounded you. I got 3 words for you: delete, block, remove. And don't even think about, well, what if they reach out? Listen, you don't owe them a damn thing. They had their chance, and if they really cared, you wouldn't be here trying to move on in the first place. And do yourself a favor. Stop romanticizing the past. Your brain is a liar and it's playing tricks on you. It's making you remember only the good times, only the highlights, like a movie trailer that, it skips all the boring and painful parts. But let me remind you of something. There's a reason that you're here. There's a reason the relationship ended. Stop looking, at the past through rose-colored glasses, because if it was as perfect as your mind is trying to convince you, then you wouldn't be sitting here right now hurting. Instead of remembering the good, remind yourself of the bad. Remind yourself of the disrespect, the neglect, the moments that made you feel small. That's the reality. You got to stop rebuilding your identity, because one of the biggest reasons that people struggle to move on is because they made their entire identity about the relationship. You're left wondering, well, who am I without them? But let me be the one that tells you, you were somebody before them, and you're going to be an even better version after them. It's time to rebuild. Hit the gym, start that project that you've been putting off, travel, learn a new skill, do things that make you stronger, smarter, and more dependent. The faster you shift your focus on yourself, then the faster you take your power back. And also change your environment, because your environment is either helping you move on or keeping you stuck. If every place you go reminds you of them, then change it. Find new coffee shops, get a new job if you work together. Stop playing songs that reminds you of them, because if you keep doing the same thing in the same places, at the same times, you're going to keep falling into the same emotional traps. Your mind's need, it needs new experiences, new associations that don't revolve around them. Change your surroundings and you'll change your mindset. And don't think for a second that you need to talk to them one last time, for closure. Closure is a stupid myth. What do you want to get out of a final, closure talk? Some magical conversation, some apology, some explanation that'll make everything make sense and give you permission to move on? That's not how it works. You see, sometimes the only closure you ever get is accepting that you're never gonna get closure. You don't need their validation, their explanation, or their approval to move forward. You don't need to understand why they did what they did. You just need to understand that it's over, and that's enough. Closure isn't given, it's created. And some people say, time heals all wounds. And although there may be some truth to that, I believe that there's something better that heals your wounds: your intentional action. You see, time will pass, whether you sit in your pain or you decide to grow from it. What you do with that time determines everything. There are people that, there are people who go years without healing because they just let time pass, hoping that the pain will fade. And then there are people who actively work on themselves. They face this discomfort and they come out stronger in, just months. So don't wait for the time to heal you. Make the time work for you. And also, know that you're not a victim. You're a warrior. You're not broken. You're evolving. This pain that you're feeling, it's not here to destroy you. It's here to build you. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every moment of suffering, it's all shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, more resilient. You either let the situation define you or you use it, to redefine yourself. Ultimately, the choice is yours. I want you to listen to Proverbs 4:23. It says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Moving on isn't just about getting over someone. It's about guarding your heart from the things that keep you trapped in the past. It's about protecting, your peace, your energy, and your future. You see, God removes people from your life for a reason. Don't chase after what He's trying to free you from. And let me leave you, ladies and gentlemen, with this final thought. You have two choices. Stay stuck in the past or take control of your future. It's time to stop hoping and start doing. You want to move on faster, then cut the lifeline. Stop romanticizing the past, rebuild your identity, change your environment, stop waiting for closure, and stop thinking that time will heal you. This is your life, your story, and this phase right now, it's just a chapter. And want to know what the best part is that you get to decide how the next chapter is written. So go write a damn good one. This is your wake-up call. Stop, waiting for closure. Stop replaying old memories and start moving forward. Your comeback story starts today. If you happen to know anyone that can benefit from hearing this video, then please do share with them. My goal for this channel is to build a supportive community where we uplift each other, to overcome adversity, whether in relationships or life's challenges, so we can grow stronger together. And if this video, if it hit home for you, then the YouTube algorithm thinks that you'd get value out of, one of these videos as well. So don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And I'll see you guys in one of these videos right here. Peace.